One. Just give me a moment. All right, everyone. Okay. So in the last class, we were talking about the calculation of the goodwill by the capitalization method, right? And while discussing the capitalization method, I've told you that valuation of goodwill by this method can be done by two different formulas. Under capitalization method, we have categorized the capitalization method into two parts, which is capitalization by the capitalization by average profit, and then the capitalization by the super profit. So we have done a question based on the capitalization method, wherein we have correctly calculated the value of the goodwill by the super profit method, but we made some mistake by at the time of solving the at the time of calculating the goodwill by the average profit method. So actually we were committing a mistake that actually while calculating the goodwill by capitalization by average profit, we have the formula of goodwill. This is the formula for goodwill in case of capitalization by average profit, which is goodwill equals to value of firm minus the capital employed. All right, so let's do the question that we were doing in the previous class again. So we were discussing question number 66, and I gave you one question for your homework as well, question number 67, right? So first of all, just tell me whether you guys have done the question number 67. You got the answer 1 lakh by the capitalization of super profit method or not?
Sir, I got 6 lakh.
You got 6 lakh by the super profit method only.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Anyone else have done this question? Guys, anyone else also did this question? Mariam, Ayan, Kushi, Hiba. No one is responding, so
Sorry, sir, I forgot to do this.
we forgot to do this. All right. Okay, never mind. Let me solve this question for all of you. Question number 67. And through this question, I'll also be able to tell you the correct way of finding the good value of the goodwill by the capitalization of average profit method. All right, so let's start. Okay, so first of all, we will be solving this question by the capitalization of super profit method. So first of all, solution to question number 67. So I'll be writing valuation of goodwill capitalization of super profit. And in the last session, I've told you that the formula that will be used for calculating the goodwill under the capitalization of average profit will be goodwill value of goodwill equals to super profit divided by, tell me, divided by anyone, divided by ROR, na, rate of
Return. Yes, sir.
return, yeah, ROR into 100. Okay, so is super profit given in the question? Is super profit given in the question? No, super profit is not given in the question. So we will have to find out the value of the super profit. So for that purpose, we have to consider the normal rate of return that is available on the capital employed. So amount of capital of the firm is 24 lakh and the normal rate of return on the capital employed is 10%. Okay, so let's find out the value of the super profit. super profit equals to, how do we find out the value of the super profit?
Average
Average,
profit minus normal profit.
average profit of the firm minus the normal profit of the industry. So average profit of the firm is given as 3 lakh, and normal profit is 10% of the 24 lakh. Minus 10% of 24 lakh will be 22 lakh 40,000. So super profit is 60,000. All right, and now we have to write down 60%. So 60,000 is the super profit, right? And rate of return in the market is how much? It is 10%. 10 into 100. Yeah, I guess 6 lakh will be the correct answer. 6 lakhs will be the value of the goodwill. All right, everyone, tell me, is this clear or not? Is the
Yes, sir.
calculation of goodwill is clear to all of you by the capitalization of super profit method?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And now we will move to the second part of the question. Here we will be finding out the value of the goodwill by the capitalization of the average profit. So capitalization of average so the formula for calculating goodwill in this situation is goodwill equals to value of firm minus the capital employed. Okay, so capital employed in the question is given, which is 24 lakh is the value of the capital employed. All we need to find out is the value of the firm. So all of you just try to understand this and remember the value of the firm is calculated by dividing the average profit of the firm with the rate of return, dividing the average profit by the rate of return, multiplying it with 100, we will get the average value of the firm. So let's calculate the value of the firm. Average profit is given in the question 3 lakh, right? And the rate of return is 10% into 100 minus 24 lakh. All right, everyone. So calculating this section, we will get 30 lakh minus 24 lakh. And the value of the goodwill will be 6 lakhs. So earlier in the previous session, I've told you that you must get the same answer by both the methods. So here we are getting the same answer, 6 lakh by the capitalization of the average profit as well as the 6 lakh we are getting by the super profit method also. So that means we have done it correctly. Got it, everyone? Is this clear to all of you? Yes or no?
Sir, how did the 24 lakh become 2 lakh 40,000 or how? Oh, okay, no, understood. Sorry.
That's not 2 lakh 40,000. That is 24 lakhs.
Yeah, that was my mistake. I thought 3 lakh minus 24 lakh became
No,
6.
that's 30 lakh minus 24 lakhs. We got
That's my
6
mistake.
lakhs.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else have any doubt? Heba, Khushi, Mariam, and Ayan. Is this clear to all of you?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so guys, just do one more thing. Let's also calculate the value of the goodwill by the capitalization of the average profit method for the question number 66 that we have skipped in the last session. Question 66. In this question, we need to find out the value of the goodwill. We already did. We already found out the value of the goodwill by the capitalization of the super profit method, but uh, in the last session we made a mistake while calculating the value of the goodwill by the capitalization of the average profit method. So I want all of you to do it now. Try to find out the value of the goodwill using the average capitalization of the average profit. Done, everyone? See, this is how we will be finding out the value of goodwill by the capitalization of the average profit in question number 66. We will apply the same formula that we applied in the previous question. Goodwill equals to value of the firm minus the capital employed. And for finding out the value of the firm, what do? We divide the average profit by the rate of return available in the market multiplied with 100. And when we will subtract the value of the capital employed out of it, we will get the value of the goodwill by the capitalization of the average profit. So average profit of the firm is 2 lakh. Dividing it by the rate of return available in the market is 10 into 100, we will get 20 lakhs. All right. And then subtracting 16 lakh out of it, we will get the value of the goodwill as 4 lakh. All right, everyone, is this clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Clear, okay. All right, so this was all about the valuation of goodwill, guys. We have been doing this topic for so long, around I guess 5-6 sessions we have devoted to this particular topic only. So I hope this concept of the valuation of goodwill is clear to all of you. In this topic, we have discussed the various type by which goodwill can be valued. While discussing the valuation of goodwill, we have covered the average profit method, then the weighted average method, and then super profit method. Then we have discussed the capitalization method. So I guess the number of questions that we dealt in class is sufficient to understand all these concepts. Now we will be talking about a new topic, which is known as the reconstitution of the firm. So all of you just put on the heading on your notebooks. Now we will be talking about the reconstitution of the firm. Reconstitution. Of the partnership firm. Reconstitution of the partnership firm. Now the question arises, first of all, sir, what is the meaning of the reconstitution of the firm? So first of all, we will talk about the meaning of the reconstitution. Then we will discuss various method or the modes by which reconstitution may take place in a partnership business. So first of all, starting with the meaning of the reconstitution. Reconstitution is what? It is nothing but you can say it is the change in the existing agreement of the partnership. Let's suppose there are two partners in a partnership firm, and they have decided to change the terms and agreement of the partnership, terms and condition of the partnership. Let's suppose they have agreed to change the profit sharing ratio of the partnership. There may be any kind of change in the agreement. The thing is that if there is any change taking place in the agreement of the partnership, such change is considered as the, or such change will lead to the reconstitution of the firm. So reconstitution of the firm, basically you can say it is the change in the existing agreement of the partnership, as a result of which there will be reconstitution taking place in a firm. Reconstitution, you can say reconstitution may take place because of the change in the profit sharing ratio among the partners. It may also take place whenever there is new partner enter into a partnership, when somebody retires from the partnership, when due to the death of any existing partner. All of these are the reasons for the reconstitution of the firm. So as far as the reconstitution is concerned, we can say reconstitution is the change in the existing agreement of the partnership, existing agreement of the partnership. And always remember that whenever there is a reconstitution taking place in a partnership, the old agreement of the partners will be considered discontinued. Old agreement will come to an end due to the reconstitution of the partnership. Let me write all this in just a minute. Yeah, see. So what I was saying is that reconstitution is what? Reconstitution is the change in the existing agreement among the partners. And whenever agreement among the partners changes, it will lead to reconstitution. And whenever there is a reconstitution of the partnership, old agreement become completely irrelevant. Old agreement have no importance. Old agreement will come to an end. So whenever there is a reconstitution among the partner, there will be new rules and regulation in the partnership that may be agreed upon among the partners. So reconstitution is nothing but the change in the existing agreement. And now let's talk about when there is a how reconstitution take place. So reconstitution take place on account of whenever partners decide to change the profit sharing ratio, change in the profit sharing ratio. If partner are deciding to change the existing profit sharing ratio, this will lead to the constitution of the firm. Let's suppose earlier there were three partners and who who were sharing the profit and ratio in the ratio of let's suppose 2:3:4. Now this was the old profit sharing ratio among the partner, but now the three partners have decided to share the now the now the now the three partners have decided to fix their new profit sharing ratio, which is let's suppose 5:2:3 or any other ratio, whichever whatever they desire. So whenever there is change in the profit sharing ratio, it will lead to the reconstitution of the partnership firm. And if there is any, let's suppose we are admitting a new partner into the partnership, admitting a new partner will also lead to the reconstitution. Admitting new partner will also lead to the reconstitution of the partnership. Other than that, reconstitution also take place whenever some existing partner retire from the partnership, retirement of partner. And if any partner died, so on account of death of any partner, the constitution may also take place. So basically, these are various method or the modes by which reconstitution of a partnership may take place. Whenever there is change in the profit sharing ratio among the partners, whenever a new partner get admitted into the partnership, whenever the existing partner retires, or whenever any existing partner die. So all these situations lead to the situation of reconstitution of the partnership firm. There's one more situation which is not part of our syllabus, which is called the amalgamation of the partnership. Amalgamation basically means when two partnership firms joined together, they decided to collaborate with each other, and they decide to continue the business together. That is called amalgamation of the partnership. So amalgamation also leads to the reconstitution of the existing partnership firm. But since it is not the part of our syllabus, so we won't be talking about the amalgamation. But we have to understand, we have to cover all the other topics, like the how reconstitution take place whenever there is change in the profit sharing ratio, how admitting a new partner leads to the reconstitution, how retirement and death affect the partnership business. So we will be covering all these topics one by one. In today's session, we will be talking about the change in profit sharing ratio. What is how change in profit ratio take place, and whenever there is a change in the profit sharing ratio, what are the various type of adjustment that we will have to make whenever the profit sharing ratio is changing. So we will be talking about all these things, but first of all, I want all of you to write down the meaning of the reconstitution. Then we will move forward with the other things. So first of all, as written in this slide, it says that any change in the existing agreement of the partnership amounts to reconstitution of a firm. As a result of reconstitution, the existing agreement among the partners, between the partners, comes to an end, and a new agreement come into force, and the firm continues. All right, so I hope the meaning is clear to all of you. Change in existing agreement is called reconstitution. Due to reconstitution, old agreement comes to an end, new agreement came into force. All right, is this clear to all of you? Alexander and everyone else?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, so all of you quickly note this down on your notebook. Please note it down. Let me know when you are done. Then we will move to the next slide. Done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So now, what are the various modes by which reconstitution may take place? So these are the four modes of reconstitution, or four situations wherein the reconstitution will be taking place in case of the partnership. So there may be other possible situation as well, but from the viewpoint of our syllabus, we need to cover only these points: change in the existing profit sharing ratio of the partners, admission of a new partner, retirement of the existing partner, and the death of the partner. Please write this down also. And one more thing, guys. Next week on Wednesday, we will be conducting uh, one more test of all of yours. For the time period for the test will be half an hour. So be prepared for the test next week. Done, everyone? Shall I move to the next slide?
Yes, sir. Done.
Reconstitution may be because of the change in existing PSR, profit sharing ratio, admission of partner, retirement, or death. All right. So now we will be talking about the change in profit sharing ratio. So in the today's class, we will restrict our discussion to the change in profit sharing ratio only. In today's class, we will be talking about how sacrificing and the gaining ratio of the partners can be determined, and the other things related to the change in the profit sharing ratio only. So first of all, we will be covering all the four topics which is related to the reconstitution in the upcoming session. But in today's class, we will be starting with the first topic, which is change in the profit sharing ratio. So see, whenever there is a change in the profit sharing ratio, then such change requires adjustment. Number one, adjustment will be required in the existing share of the partners. That means we need to find out the sacrificing and gaining ratio of the partners whenever there is change in the existing partnership, existing profit sharing ratio. Then in such a situation, we need to find out the sacrifice or gain of the existing partner due to such change. Let's suppose the earlier the ratio of profit sharing ratio was 2:1:3, for example. Now the new profit sharing ratio is, let's suppose, 3:2:1, or any other ratio. So whenever you will be changing the profit sharing ratio, there may be some person, some partner who is sacrificing. There may be someone who may be gaining because of such change in the profit sharing ratio. So the first thing, whenever the profit sharing ratio changes, we need to make some adjustment, and adjustment will be required. Firstly, regarding the sacrificing and the gaining ratio of the partners. Then we also have to do the treatment of the goodwill. Then we will also have to do the treatment of the revaluation of the asset and liability, and the treatment of accumulated profit and reserve is also required. Now see, we haven't covered these topic yet, so there may be a possibility that you may be finding all these topic difficult. But the thing is that as soon as we will cover these topic, you will be finding these topic easy. So since we haven't covered anything, we will be covering all these topic in the upcoming session. So don't worry about what all these classifications and what are the different types of adjustment that we need to make whenever there is a change in the profit sharing ratio. All you need to remember for now is that whenever there is a change in the profit sharing ratio, we need to make few adjustment will be required in existing profit sharing ratio of the partners. That means we need to find out the sacrificing and the gaining ratio of different partners. We need to make adjustment regarding the goodwill also. We will have to revalue the asset and liability. We will have to make some changes regarding the accumulation of the profit and reserves or losses. So we have to do all these adjustments. So we are starting with the first thing first, calculation of the partner's sacrifice or gain. All right, everyone, is this clear, all of you? So these are the various topics that we need to cover under the change in profit sharing ratio. Clear, all of you?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Clear. Okay, so all right. Also write this slide as well. Note it down. Done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, until now I have discussed with you that reconstitution of firm basically means the change in the existing agreement. Whenever there is a change in existing agreement, the old agreement comes to an end and new agreement comes into force. All right. Then we discuss what are the various modes by which reconstitution may take place. So these are the various method or the modes by which reconstitution may take place. Number one is the whenever we change the profit sharing ratio of the partners, change in PSR, change in profit sharing ratio. Then whenever there is any retirement of any partner, if any partner get retires or any partner died, death of partner, or whenever you admit any new person, new partner into the partnership. All of these are the causes of the reconstitution. Then I've told you that whenever there is a change in the partnership, the profit sharing ratio, then it will require some adjustment. It requires some adjustment. So adjustment first will be regarding the sacrificing and gaining of the partnership. Sacrificing ratio and gaining ratio of the, we have to determine the sacrificing and the gaining share of the partners. This is the first adjustment that we need to make. After that, there are other adjustments like the treatment of the goodwill and the treatment of the revaluation of the asset, treatment of the accumulated profit and the reserves and the losses as well. But first thing is to determine the sacrificing and the gaining ratio of the partners. All right, so let's understand. Let's first of all start with the first adjustment that is required, which is the determination of the sacrificing and the gaining share of the partners. So first of all, let's try to understand how do we determine the sacrifice or gain of the partners, the existing partner, whenever there is a change in the profit sharing ratio. So to understand this, we will be taking a small example. So this is an example. Example says that A, B, and C are partners sharing the profit and losses in the ratio of 3:2:5 respectively. Right? They have to decide to change. They have decided to change their profit sharing ratio. They have decided to share. They have decided to change their profit sharing ratio to 2:3:5. Calculate their gaining and sacrificing shares. All right. So just a minute. All right, everyone. So first of all, let me tell you one thing. Whenever there is change in the profit sharing ratio, there will be some person, there will be some partner who may be gaining because of such change in the profit sharing ratio. There might be some person, there might be some partner who have to sacrifice, who is having a loss due to such change. So whenever there is a change in profit sharing ratio, there may be someone who is gaining, there may be someone who may be sacrificing. Profit sharing ratio. So how do we find out the gaining and sacrificing share of the partner? So see, we have a formula to find out the gaining and sacrificing share of the partner. Gaining, how much a partner is gaining because of such change, or sacrificing because of change in the profit sharing ratio. We apply this formula. Gaining or sacrificing equals to new profit sharing ratio, or the new share, in fact, new share of the partner minus the old share. You can also write down this formula opposite, like instead of subtracting the old share out of the new share, you can also do old share minus the new share. That will also give you the same answer. All right, and always remember that when you apply this formula, if you are getting the negative value, that means such partner is sacrificing. If we are getting the positive value, that means such partner is gaining. Let's suppose we have calculated the sacrificing share or the ratio, sacrificing share of, let's suppose, A partner, and we got -2/3. That means A is sacrificing, and if A got +2/3, that means A will be gaining due to such change. All right, so this is the formula that you will have to remember, because we will be using this formula in all the question that we will do. All right, so let's continue with the example. A, B, and C, there are three partners. Their old share is 3:2:5, and they have decided to change their profit sharing ratio to 2:3:5. All right, we need to find out their gaining and sacrifice. We need to find out the gain and sacrificing share of the partners. All right, 3:2:5 and 2:3:5. So let me solve this question for you. Solution. So first of all, just tell me what was their old ratio. Old ratio of the partners were 3:2:5. 3:2:5. And the new profit sharing ratio is 2 is to 3 is to 5. All right, now we need to find out the sacrifice and gaining share of the partners. So for finding out the gaining and sacrifice, we will apply this formula. Gaining or sacrificing share of the partner, sacrificing share of the partner equals to, what was the formula? Formula was new share of the partner minus the old share of the partner. All right, everyone, is this clear? To find out the gaining or sacrificing share, we will apply this formula. Now, first of all, let's find out the gaining and sacrificing for partner A. Partner A. Tell me, guys, what was the partner A's new? What is the partner A new share? New share is for partner A, B, and C. Partner A's share is 2:3 by 2:3:5 is the new share, na? So that means A's share will be 2/10. Is that correct? A's share will be 2/10. Is that right? New share of the partner A is 2/10. Is that right? And old share of the partner A was 3/10. Is that correct? Tell me, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Partners A.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So to find out the sacrifice or gain, what we will do, we will subtract the old share from the new share. So subtracting 3/10 out of 2/10, we will have to take the LCM. So LCM of this, the denominator section will be 10, right? And 2 minus 3. So the value will be 1/10 minus. Is that right? Is this calculation clear to all of you? Partners A share will be minus 1/10. So tell me, guys, since partners A share, we are getting a negative share of partner A, that means partner A is sacrificing or gaining. Whether partner A is sacrificing or gaining.
Gaining.
Gaining. All right. Anyone else? See, it is very evident from the values also. The new share was, the old share were 3/10, na? And the new share is 2/10. So earlier he was getting more share in the profit. Is that right? And now this time he's getting only 2/10. That means earlier he was getting 3/10. Now he's getting 2/10. So that means he was getting more share in the profit previously, but now he's getting only 2/10. That means he is sacrificing 1/10. And I've told you that whenever you get the negative balance, that means such partner is sacrificing. Got it? Is that clear to you? So Mr. A is sacrificing. Everyone, is this clear to all of you? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It's clear.
Ayan, Mariam, and everyone else. Tell me if it is not clear, because only then I can explain you again. Na? All right, so I hope this is clear to all of you. Gaining, in order to find out the gaining or sacrifice, we need to subtract the old share out of new share. You can also do vice versa. You can subtract the old share, the new share from the old share also. In that case, if we are getting the negative balance, that will indicate the gain of the partner. All right, but this time, since we have subtracted the old share out of the new share, we are getting a negative balance that clearly indicates the sacrifice of the partner A because of the change in the profit sharing ratio. All right, now let's talk about the partner B's gain or sacrifice. So tell me, what was the partner's old share, partner B old share. Partner B's old share were 2/10. Is that right? 2/10. It was the old share of the partner, 2/10. Now he's getting 3/10. So whether he is gaining or sacrificing, he's gaining clearly. He is gaining 1/10. So if he's gaining 1/10, he will be getting a positive balance. Yeah, 1/10. This is his gain. So he's gaining, and Mr. A was sacrificing. Clear, everyone? And now let's talk about partner C. partner C's. So partner C earlier, partner C was the was sharing the profit in the ratio of 5/10, right? 5/10, and still he is getting 5/10. So that means there is no gain or sacrifice for partner C. Earlier the ratio was 5/10, the new ratio is also 5/10. So 5/10 by 5/10 will be 0. That means no sacrifice or gain for partner C. Is that right, everyone? Is this clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Tell me now.
Yes, sir.
That's true.
Okay. So see, this is how we find out the gaining or sacrificing share of the partners. Formula is very simple. We need to subtract the old share out of the new share. You can do the opposite of this also. But if you will apply this formula and you are getting the negative balance, that will indicate the sacrifice of the partner. And if you will get the positive balance, that will indicate the gain of the partner. Okay, so I hope this question is clear to you. We will be doing one more similar question that will make the things more clear to you. So question number 68. We will start with question number 68. This question is saying that A, B, and C, our partner, decided to change their profit sharing ratio to 5:3:2. Calculate their gaining and sacrificing share. Also calculate sacrificing ratio this time. So earlier in the previous question, we were not required to find out the sacrificing ratio. We were supposed to calculate, we were just supposed to find out the sacrificing and gaining share. But in this question, we need to calculate the sacrificing ratio as well. So we will do that. I'll show you how to do that. But the thing is that question is telling us the new profit sharing ratio. Question is not providing us the information about the old profit sharing ratio. So any one of you could tell me what was the old profit sharing among the partner? Since the old profit sharing ratio of the partner is not given in the question,
It will
So,
be equal.
it will be
1:1.
equal. Correct. Perfect. It will be equal because since the question is silent about the profit sharing ratio, so we can simply presume that it must be equal. Partners must be sharing profit and losses equally. All right. So let me show you how to solve this question. Solution 2. Question number 16. So first of all, we will find out the gaining and sacrificing shares of the partner. Then we will find out the gaining and sacrificing ratio of the partner. So gain or sacrificing share. So for finding out the gaining and sacrificing share of the partner, what we will do, we will simply subtract the old share of the partner out of the new share. New share of partner minus the old shares of the partner. Okay, so see, partners are same A, B, and C. Earlier they were sharing the profit and losses in the ratio of 1:1. That means A's share was 1/3, B share was also 1/3, and C's share was also 1/3. Now they have decided to change the profit sharing ratio, and the new profit sharing ratio among the partner is 5:3:2. So 5:3:2 simply means 5:3/2 means 5/10 for A, 3/10 for B, and 2/10 for C. All right. So now let's find out the gaining or sacrificing for partner A. Partner A. So for finding out the gaining or sacrifice for partner A, we will be subtracting the old share, that is old share was 1/3, subtracting 1/3 out of the new share. New share of A is 5/10, right? So we need to subtract 1/3 from 5/10. So in order to subtract this, we will have to take the LCM of the denominator section. So LCM of 10 and 3 will be 30, and then in the numerator section it will be 15 minus, tell me, it will be 10, right? All of you, is that correct, everyone? Everyone knows how to take the LCM now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this will be 5 by 30. So the new the sacrificing share is 5 by 30. Since partner A is having a positive balance, that means partner A is gaining 5 by 30. Is that correct? Gaining 5 by 30. Am I right, everyone? If anyone is not
Yes.
able to understand, please let me know so that I can explain this concept again. All right. So I hope everyone is clear about this. Now let's find out the partners B gain or sacrifice. Partner B. For partner B, we will do the same thing. Sacrifice a new ratio minus the old ratio. So new ratio for partner B is 3 by 10, 3 by 10 minus 1 by 3. So when you will calculate, when you will subtract 1 by 3 out of 3 by 10, you will get 30 minus 5. Uh, 3 by 10, this is 10 minus 5. So it will be 5 by 30 again. So this time we will be having a positive or the negative balance. Tell me, guys. Tell me, everyone. I think I made a mistake. Just a minute. So 30 by 10, we will get 3 and 9 minus 10. So it will be 1 by 30. I'm sorry. This is 1 by 30, and this time we will be having a negative balance. So since it is a negative balance, so tell me whether it will be a loss or the gain. Sacrifice. Is that correct, everyone? Is this clear also?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the last one, partner C. Partner C. So partner C, we will do the same thing. The new share was, let's check, 2 by 10, and the old was 1 by 3. So 2 by 10 minus 1 by 3. 2 upon 10 minus 1 upon 3. So calculate the reduce 1 by 3 out of 2 by 10. Again, we are getting the negative balance, negative value. So there will be 4 by 30. That means sacrifice for partner C also. Tell me, everyone, is this clear? Is this calculation clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this was the gaining and sacrificing share for A, B, and C. Now question is also asking us to find out the gaining and sacrificing ratio. So for finding out the ratio, what we will do, sacrifice. See, who are sacrificing? Only B and C are sacrificing. B and C are sacrificing. So to find out the sacrificing ratio of B and C, what we will do, sacrificing ratio of B and C, we'll write down the sacrifice B that we have done is 1 by 3 and C is sacrificing 4 by 3. Sorry, 1 by 30 is 2, 4 by 30. right? These are the sacrificing ratio of the partner B and C, right? So can we write down the ratio is 1:4? Sacrificing ratio of B and C will be 1:4. Is that correct? Can we say
Yes, sir.
that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is the sacrificing ratio for B and C. I hope this is clear to all of you. You want to take the note of it? You guys are writing it or not? Please
Sir,
write. Yeah, please
can-
write this down quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, Alexander, you are saying something?
No, I was asking if we could take a note.
Yeah, please write this down quickly. And I'll be giving you 1 or 2 questions for your homework as well. Yes, Mariam, just. Done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, guys. So this is it for today's class. I'm giving you 1 or 2 similar questions. Just try to solve this question. Question number 69 and question number 70 and 71. I'm giving you all these questions. So just take the screenshot of this question number 69 quickly. Done?
Yes, sir.
Achha, you can leave the third question of this third section of this question because we haven't learned how to find out the new profit sharing ratio yet. You just need to do the first two section of the question. You need to find out the gaining and the sacrificing share and the sacrificing ratio. You are not required to do the C section of the question. All right, moving on to 70. Take the screenshot of this one also. This question is easy. All you need to do is find out the sacrifice and the gaining ratio. Sacrifice or the gaining share of the partner due to change. Done?
Yes, sir.
Also take the screenshot of question number 71. And I have one more question. Question number 72 also. Please take the screenshot of this also. You just need to give it a try. Question number 72 is a little different from the previous questions. We will be solving this question in the next class. But I want all of you to try this question before the next session. Then we will discuss it in our next class. All right, guys, thank you so much. So this is it for today's class. We'll see you in the next class, probably on, I guess the next class will be on Monday or Wednesday. You might have been informed about the holidays, no? We have a Eid on Sunday here in India. So accordingly, we will have a holiday on Sunday, and I guess it will be off on Monday as well. I'm not sure. The counselor will inform you. Anyway, so this is it for today's class. We will be talking more about the reconsideration of the form in the next session. Thank you so much, all of you. You can now log out the session. Goodbye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
sir. Thank you, sir. Bye.